This is my video on psychological and grit factors in sport. There are several psychological characteristics needed for success in sport. These are dedication, confidence, passion, drive, competition, motivation, and will to win. A little example here of psychological characteristics being beneficial in sport is Mario Balotelli, who was full of talent. As you can see, now and again he delivers it, especially when he used to play for Man City, but he was lazy, and psychologically he just wasn't interested in the sport, and you can see from a young age how his career has declined. On the other hand, someone who is psychologically strong and wants to develop and improve themselves is Cristiano Ronaldo. In the picture here you can see he's muscly and he's one of the best players in the world, and this is all due to him being psychologically determined to achieve greatness. There's pictures of him when he was younger where he was a lot skinnier, so he's obviously developed all areas of his career to make him the best at football as possible. An example of two athletes that were very psychologically strong came to mind of the 2010 tennis Wimbledon Championships, where it recorded the longest match in tennis history. It was a men's single tournament game against John Isner against Nicolas Mahut, and it went on for 11 hours and 5 minutes, and it took 3 days to complete, with the final score being 6-4, 3-6, 6-7, 7-6, and then 70-68 overall, in a total of 183 games. These both wanted to win, and they were driven in order to win, and unfortunately there was a loser in the end, but it shows that they psychologically kept on going and going to try and achieve the success. Angela Duckworth created this image here called the iceberg illusion. As you can see, the top half of it, where it says success, is showing just what people see. Some people can be jealous and envious and say they've just been lucky. However, beneath the water shows all the hard work and things that come into it that are needed to achieve the success. So, for example, it's got persistence, failure, sacrifice, disappointment, good habits, hard work, dedication. These are the things that people don't always see. So when you see Ronaldo getting paid fortunes, even though it might be looked at as probably overpaying him, he has worked hard to achieve his ability in the sport that he plays. All the things below the water are very important if you want to become an elite athlete and have success. This can be in anything as well, such as your job career. To back up the points I made about Cristiano Ronaldo working hard, a reference here about the PCDE, which is Psychological Characteristics of Developing Excellence, says that successful athletes consistently employ psychological skills to help them learn and focus to help them be successful. Moving on to grit here, you can see the player is just completed a game for England, and he's obviously battled so hard, he's got a head injury, but nothing stopped him. This is classed as being gritty. A reference from Duckworth defines grit as perseverance and passion for long-term goals. A number of things from this reference help to manage adversity, challenges and failure. These are resilience, grit, and hardiness. This brings in to reiterate the point I made about Mario Balotelli. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not going to be gritty, which means having the desire to do well, you've got to work hard, put in the extra hours, be committed, etc., then your talent won't prevail and you won't be what you could have had the potential to be. So this is the point I'm making here. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the grit, you're probably not going to be where you might have wanted to. This image I found from the reference The Rocky Road to Success shows what people think, linking back to the iceberg illusion. So they think it's just one straight line of they've worked kind of hard and they've got to where they want, whereas what it really looks like is a load of jiggly lines to lead up to the top. So there's a lot of external factors that come into play that can stop you from reaching your potential, but if you work hard, it'll work out in the end for you.